Hi everyone, my name is Bilge Düzenli and today our topic is phrasal structure and verb complementation. In this topic we will analyze lots of topics, but first topic is introduction to generative grammar. This is our first topic. Let's start. A fundamental tenet of generative grammar is that not only do words occur in a line, order, or string, but they also enter into hierarchical relationship with one another within coherent units known as a constituents. Here we have Chomsky. Chomsky argues that immediate constituent analysis, though not wrong, was insufficient since it dealt only with surface order.
Başladım.
Chomsky argued for the need to distinguish between deep or underlying structure and surface structure and structure. In short version, we say that this structure, and here is as structure. In this structure is the abstract level which all meaning resides, determining the structure of simple sentences, the lexical and phrasal categories to which words in the sentences belong, and the hierarchical relationships in which the words enter. What in S structure is actually in order words. It's important to distinguish between two levels. It's really important. In the classical standard form of generative grammar, it was argued that syntax consists of two types of rules. The first one is phrase structure, and the second one is transformations. Okay, now let's discuss. What gives generative grammar its name, generative? This is really important. Actually, it is aware that in order for a speaker to acquire a language, the rules of the grammar must be infinite in number. Okay, the rules again, the rules of the grammar must be infinite in number. Finally, generative grammar is concerned exclusively with the form of sentences, distinguishing between grammatical, and meaningful. Okay, and in this chapter, as a second topic, we have constituents. As observed above, constituents are the proper substrate of sentences. The study of syntax is the analysis of constituents part of the sentence. If you will look at their form, and here the types of elements, the internal arrangements of elements, and the relation among elements within the constituent, and their external position. And lastly, their function. Now let's look at how can we determine what is a constituent in a particular sentence. Constituents can be identified by a number of different constituency tests. These tests are based on the principle that only entire constituents may be manipulated by synthetic operations, and they can be replaced by pronominal forms. They can be moved, and they can be conjugate, or they can stand up. For example, the constituent beautiful flowers. Beautiful flowers. In the first sentences above can be like that. Okay, let's look at beautiful flowers, for example. First thing, replaced by pronouns. Here, I received them for my birthday. I received them for my birthday. Here, them. And what did you receive for your birthday? What did you receive for your birthday? Here, what? And here, moved. Second. Here, it was a beautiful flowers that I received for my birthday. Here, most importantly is beautiful flowers. And what I received for my birthday was, again, beautiful flowers. Now let's look at conjoinants. Here, for example, I received beautiful flowers. Received beautiful flowers and chocolates for my birthday. And lastly, interrogated. Here, for example, what did you receive for your birthday? And here as an answer, beautiful flowers. This is a splendid example for you to understand the topic better. As a topic, we will analyze a phrase, structure, a phrase structure of English. This is also quite important topic. We will now attempt to construct a phrase structure grammar of English, a set of rules that will generate any possible sentence of English. In reality, our grammar will be incomplete, partial, possibly wrong, but it will be illustrative. Here we will analyze this topic in terms of various ways. The first one is the form of phrase structure rules. Before we can begin actually constructing our grammar, we must learn the formalism used to represent phrase structure rules. Actually, a phrase structure Grammar consists of a set of ordered rules known as a repetitive rules which are applied stepwise. Actually, a rewrite rule has a single symbol on the left and one or more symbols on the right, like that. Let me write for you. For example, A, B plus C, and or C, D, like that. More than one symbol on the right constitutes a string. The arrow is read as is rewritten as has its constitutions consist of or expanded as. The plus sign is read as followed by but is often omitted. The rule may also be depicted in the form of tree diagram. Now let's look at the tree diagram. Now let's look at the tree diagram as a sample. Let me write for you and here B, C, and D. Here we have a family. In the family tree metaphor, B and C are daughters of an A. B and C are the daughters of A. We can think that this is a family, and this is parents, mother, and this is mother, and these are the daughters of mother. And they are sister of each other, that one. And A is referred to as the mother or parent, and B and C, you know, they are daughters, and they are sisters. The phrase structure rules also allow for choices. The optional choices are indicated with parentheses like that. This rule reads that A is expanded as optionally B and obligatory C. In every rewrite rule, at least one element must be obligatory. There may also be mutually exclusive choices of elements in a setting. These are indicated with curly braces like that. Look at me. Okay. And or A. This is like a mat. This rule states that if you choose B, you can choose C, but you must choose one, either B or C, but not both. Whether the mutually exclusive items are written on one line separated by commas or on separate lines doesn't matter as long as they appear within braces. These two types of choices can be combined. Look at me. Here, like that. This rule leads to following possibilities. Yes, as I said before, this rule leads to following possibilities. These are, for example, or B, or A, C, and D. Or but not A, here B, C, D, or A, B, C. This is not possible, and it can be like that. Phrase structure rules account for the linear order of elements in a sentence in this structure, as well as for the hierarchical arrangement of sentence structure. They can also account for the implicit generative capacity of language. If a symbol introduces itself, it's known as a recursive symbol. As A in the following group, this is article. Or if A introduced as a symbol and that symbol later introduced A, we also call A recursive as in the following like that. B plus C and B, A plus D. Let's look at the subject and predicate. In constructing our phrase structure grammar of English, we begin with the initial symbol, C, sentences. We all have an intuitive idea of what counts as a sentence. It is a term of both traditional and generative grammar that as consists of two constituents. These are the subject and here we can show like that and the predicate. This is the short version. Now let's look at the noun phrase. The noun phrase, the short version is like that, we show like that, can be expanded in many different ways. Here, I will show you a table and ducks. Here, the ducks. Determine and the large ducks. And let's continue. And here, the lovely barking dogs. Lovely, the lovely barking dogs. And turn and here, the dog in the yard. And here, the turn and pee. And here, the freshest ducks behind the fence. And here we have and he. The noun is the only obligatory element in the first 7 expansions of NP and serves as a head. The other elements are all optional. The adjective or adjective phrase precedes the N, and the prepositional phrase follows the N. Both serve as the modifiers of the noun modifier, expressing equality of the noun, answering the questions which dogs this question. Now we have some articles. For example, we can say that a set of grammatical words in determinants. These are, for example, determinants and double-H questions and possessive. And here we have demonstrative words like these, that, these, and those. And we have articles. These are a and we have double-H questions like which, what, and lastly whose. And we have possessives like my, our, their, and John's, the man's, blah blah, and as quantifiers like some, any, every, each, neither, more, like that. Now let me write one for example for you. Sorry, let me write an example for you. Here the example is the large dogs. Let's look at the first big noun phrase. And we will separate it like that because the determinant we have, and we have a noun as you see. And here we have an article, and this is the, okay. Now let's look at this part. Here we have two things. These are P and now you know. And here this is A and large. As you see, a large box. And here we have as a noun box. This is a great example for you. As a large topic, we have verbs, and these are intransitive verbs, transitive verbs, intransitive verb, and completive verbs, complex transitive verbs, prepositional verbs, and dispositional verbs. It was the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening to me.